Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in my bathroom getting ready for the girl chat video. I wanted to start the video now because I'm so excited for this video. You guys submitted some awesome questions, so I can't wait to get into it. I have a few skincare products I wanted to share with you guys from skinstore.com. What better time to share than now since we're all girls here. They're having their biggest sale of the year. It's their Black Friday sale, and they gave me a few discount codes just for you guys to use on top of the Black Friday sale. So my discount code is Amanda10. You can use to get 10% off on top of your order for the Black Friday sale. And I have some amazing products that I want to share with you guys. So the first thing that I know you guys will be really excited for, because I was like so excited, Caudalie is up to 30% off, and you can use my code Amanda10 to get an extra 10% off on top of that. I picked up the Gentle Cleansing Milk, and you guys, this cleanser is so good. I started using, incorporating more gentle, moisturizing products into my routine since it's getting colder outside, and I picked up this and it has been amazing. It doesn't dry my skin out. It's very moisturizing and it smells really good. So when it gets colder outside this time of year, my skin tends to be super dry. That's why I'm picking up more hydrating and moisturizing products. But since it's also not as sunny, I forget to apply SPF on my face, and I'm trying to get better at that. So I picked up the Ulta MD physical sunscreen for my face. This is an SPF 44 and it is tinted. Ulta MD is known for their sunscreens, and they are 20% off, and then you can use my code Amanda10 to get a total of 30% off Ulta MD. Next, I picked up a vitamin C serum, and vitamin C is my favorite product to use in the morning. It's I look forward to applying it to my face. It's just super brightening and firming. I haven't tried this brand before, Dr. Dennis Gross. It's the C+ Collagen Brighten and Firm Vitamin C Serum. I have not tried this before, but I've heard great things about this. I also have heard great things about their glycolic peel pads. So these are the extra strength daily peel pads. They come in individual little packages like this, and you can just use one a day. They have extra strength, and then they have normal ones. I picked up these to try out. Dr. Dennis Gross is on sale for up to 25% off on select items. So this vitamin C serum and then the daily peel pads, those are on sale, and then you can use Amanda10 for an extra 10% off of that. Okay, so the last product I picked up was the Foreo Facial Cleansing Massager. This is the Luna 2, and it's for normal skin. So they have so many different ones depending on your skin type, and Foreo is actually having a flash sale for a period of time where you can get up to 35% off, and it's happening on Saturday 11/28 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. You can get up to 35% off on Foreo, and then skinstore.com was so kind and gave me a discount code that you guys can use just during that time. It's Amanda15, so you can get an extra 15% off Foreo products that are already up to 35% off. So it's a really good deal if you guys want to grab a Foreo product. I'll leave all the information on the skinstore.com Black Friday sale in the description box below, along with my discount codes and the products I picked up and how much they will be on sale. So thank you so much to skinstore.com for sponsoring this video, and let's get into the girl talk. This is a variety of scenarios where people want advice on things, questions, and then topics. So since this is my first time doing a video like this, I just wanted a broad variety of things. So we're gonna start with scenarios, and then we'll move on to questions. So the first scenario is, do you think it's wrong for a girl to go for her friend / acquaintance's ex even though that friend is now married and has a child? She also explicitly told the girl not to go for him even after she got married. The extent of the friendship between them is that they're not super close and only hang out in group functions, never alone, and the girl who is now married never even told the other girl about her ex until after they broke up. So the friend didn't know about him until after they broke up and the girl was married. Okay, so she's asking if it's wrong to go for a guy who was with one of her friends before, but the friend never even told that girl that they were together, and they're not super close, and now the girl is married. So I'll give you my opinion. I do not think there is anything wrong with that. One, you were never even super close. If this is an acquaintance, you hang out in group settings, you never hang out with them by yourself. Number 2, the girl's married. So why does she care who that guy is with if she's married? Which I find a little odd. I mean, I can understand if like you're super close with this girl, like if this is like your best friend and she had a relationship with a guy, I think it would be weird for you to like be with him after she was with him. But if this is an acquaintance and she's married and she didn't even tell anyone she was in a relationship with him, I don't know if she was like trying to hide it or like didn't want to, I don't know that because she didn't give details on that. But she has a child, so she's obviously moved on. She's moved on, she's living her life. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And when it comes to situations like that, I feel like you have to kind of be a little bit selfish. Like, you have to do what's best for you, because the only thing that you're just losing a chance to meet someone that could be potentially your future husband. What are you doing if you don't go for him? All you're doing is making the other girl happy, and she's living her life, so who cares? I don't know, that's my thoughts. I don't know, if she told you she doesn't want you to be with that person, it kind of is like a sticky situation, because then you know she's gonna be mad if you are with him. But you just kind of have to think like, what would you rather? Like, are you okay with her being upset with you if you give that a chance? I feel like I would, so that's my take. Okay, next scenario someone sent in. She said, okay, so I was talking to a guy a couple months ago. We go to the same university and have mutual friends. We got along pretty well. I started to catch feelings and it seemed like he did too, but not sure. We didn't get the chance to talk face to face due to the pandemic and he wasn't in town at the time. Once he got super busy with MCAT and med school applications and school, he stopped talking to me. I'm not sure if it'll go anywhere, but I really do like him and don't know what to do. Any advice? Okay, that is hard because I feel like so many people are dealing with this. Like, if you are in college and you had to like go do online school during this pandemic, like college is such a perfect time to like meet people and potentially meet like a significant other. And then if you're like in the middle of like trying to get to know someone and then you like have to both leave because of the pandemic, that can be so difficult. So I feel like I just feel for you because of that. And I also feel for you because if someone is like studying for the MCAT and like doing med school applications, like I know for a fact that they don't have any time for anything else, because Mohammed took the MCAT like twice and went through med school applications, and like we didn't even have like any type of relationship. We would talk like once a day on the phone, so that can be really hard. But chances are he's not like ignoring you because he isn't interested in you. He's probably just really busy. Like, that's what I would think, because I feel like anyone going through all of that is just very busy. And if you like had feelings for him and you kind of felt like he did too, I feel like you should like give it a chance and like try to talk to him again and see if it goes anywhere. Text him something if you have any form of communication with him, because I mean, he's not going to be like studying for the MCAT forever. And I just feel like if there was something there, I would give it another chance. Okay, this girl said she's scared of her future spouse finding out about her past. People tell her to tell him, but she said hell no. What if he brings it up in a heated argument in the future? So she's worried about him like using it against her in like a future argument. And I am a firm believer that like no matter what you've done in the past, if you're going to meet someone that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, they deserve to know like what makes you the person you are today. So I started off my relationship with Mohammed, like we sat down and told each other everything about like the past with each other. So let's say something were to come up about your past and you hadn't told him about it before, then you would be losing trust with that person, because he would be like, I've known you for this long and you didn't tell me about that. He would feel like he didn't know you, or you're not the person that he thought you were. So I think it's best to tell that person, and if they really love you, they're not going to use it against you, because your past is before that person, you know. They can't control that. That makes you who you are, and you would have never probably met that person if you didn't go through what you did before. So in my opinion, I would tell him. Okay, this girl said, how do you maintain good hygiene, especially after a long, hot day? Okay, so I feel like this is so important, and just girls don't really talk about these things. So I always like take showers like pretty much every day, but I don't like wash my hair every day. Like I go to the gym around like 11 o'clock every day, or like wherever like my work schedule allows me to go. That's usually around that time. And then when I get back, I'll just like hop in the shower and like wash my body off. So I'll use like body wash, water, wash my body, get out, like dry off, like change my clothes. Then like throughout the day, if I feel like if I'm like doing a lot, or I feel like hot and gross, like I'll just like, you know, like change your underwear. Like sometimes I'll change my underwear like twice a day, because that just like makes me feel cleaner. And sometimes girls just need to do that. Like if you're like don't feel like, you know, super clean, like just like change your underwear. Like I feel like that like sounds weird, but it's so true. Like there's no reason to like wear the same pair if you just feel gross. So that's a tip that I always do. How to not compare yourself with others on social media. I try to be aware, but it's hard. This is really hard. It's hard because especially this year, being addicted to social media has just gone up a notch for everyone, because we're not doing anything. We're just like sitting around on our phones, especially like during quarantine, like that, like social media, my use of my cell phone just went up. But also one thing I did during quarantine was I went through and like unfollowed everyone that I like don't specifically like gain anything from. If you're not gaining anything from anyone, if you watch someone's story and you're like, this person makes me feel like I'm less than them, they're not like offering me any valuable like information that will better me as a person, just unfollow them. There's no use in getting on your phone and feeling bad about yourself and it just ruining your day. Like I feel like that's something every girl needs to do. Go through the people you follow. Sorry, I'm right by the window and there's cars driving by, but go through the people you follow on social media and unfollow them if you like don't gain anything from them. How do you deal with bikini area hair, and how much do you think guys care about it after marriage? You guys, this was the #1 question about bikini area hair, body hair, getting married, like how guys feel about it, like if it's really important to like get rid of it and the best ways to do it. So I'm gonna tell you guys all about my experience and like what I think you should do. When it comes to dealing with all of that, I feel like you need to do what makes you comfortable. Like do it for yourself, don't do it for your significant other. Like when it comes to bikini area hair, like I get rid of it because it personally bothers me, and when it's not there, it makes me so happy. Like you just feel so much more feminine, and you just like, I don't know, it's just not in the way. Like you don't have to worry about it. You just feel so much more free. So I get rid of it for myself. So bottom line, I feel like you should do what you want to do for yourself. Like don't do it for your significant other. Don't feel pressured to like shave or wax just specifically for them, because if they love you, like they will like do whatever you are most comfortable with and like accept that. If you do want to get rid of hair in the bikini area, I personally started shaving. That was like the first thing I did for years, and I suffered with like razor burns and ingrown hairs and just all of that stuff that is so uncomfortable and just like ruins your day because it's like so uncomfortable. So I went to get waxes, and I know I've talked to you guys about my waxing experience before in like my laser hair removal videos, but honestly getting a wax has been the best for me. You go in once a month, you get it taken off and rid of, and it doesn't grow back that fast. It probably takes me like 3 to 4 weeks to like fully like have to go in again and get another wax. And I don't deal with razor burns. I occasionally would deal with ingrown hairs, but not as bad as when I would shave, and it just like is so much better. Pain when it comes to waxes, it's definitely painful, but the more you go, the less painful it gets. I have never done laser hair removal down there, but I definitely want to, and people that I know that have done it, like that have told me through their experience, is that it doesn't hurt any more than waxing does. And I feel like if you get a wax down there, like you can do anything. But that being said, it's very intimidating. It's a very intimidating like topic and like thing to have to deal with, and I feel like You just need to do what's best for you. Some girls do laser, some girls do waxing, some girls just shave. Like whatever is best for you, just do it. And I saw a few questions of girls like asking like, do you think you need to be like completely like smooth down there for your like significant other? And again, I'm just gonna say like, you need to do what makes you happy. Like if you personally like it being smooth, like then like get rid of it. Like if you don't want to get rid of it, if you like, then don't do it. I just feel like you need to do whatever makes you happy, what makes you feel like empowerful, like feminine. Like you need to do that, and that is something different for every girl. Okay, this girl said, I have my ketibik tab, but still not allowed to be alone in bedroom together or travel until marriage. So if you don't know what ketibik tab is, it's the same thing as nikah. It's your religious marriage. So once you are religiously married, it's okay for you guys to be alone together, but you're not like legally married. So you haven't like gone to the courthouse, you know, signed everything to like get legally married where you live and like, you know, have the same last name, all of that stuff. So when it comes to getting religiously married, a lot of cultures do this differently. Some cultures do it where you have the ketibik tab, you know, the day before or the same day as the wedding reception. So you get religiously married and then you turn around and like have your wedding, and you're like, you get legally married and you like do everything at once and you live together. Some cultures, like this happened with my situation, you get, you know, religiously married a lot earlier than you are legally married. And during that time frame, like if people, you know, see you together, like they know like, oh, they're together, like it's okay for us to like be alone together. But a lot of people who get, you know, religiously married, their parents or whoever don't really like them to still be like alone together, or don't like allow them to be alone by themselves until they like have their wedding reception and they're legally married. Like, okay, like you guys can be alone together now. And I totally understand that, and I feel like every culture does it differently. So, you know, you can't really like fight your parents like, but we're like, you know, we're married, so we're gonna be alone. I mean, I guess you technically could, but every culture does this differently, and that's why I've gotten so many people being like, you know, why are you traveling together? Why are you doing this? Aren't you technically married? Like, it's such a topic where everyone does things differently. Okay, this girl said she needs advice. My fiance cheated and moved to Charlotte with my best friend. I don't know what to do, and now he's a big part of their Muslim community. Should I expose? Okay, so it looks like you dodged a bullet, because if he cheated on you and moved to Charlotte with your best friend, you obviously lost two people who weren't very loyal to you. So I'm really sorry you had to deal with that. But I mean, I think like them moving was probably the best thing that ever happened to you. Exposing someone who moved away, like I wouldn't like get into all that. It just seems really messy. Like, I think you probably need to just cut it off, get on with your life, because they don't live where you are anymore. And you know, if those are the type of people that they probably are going to be dealing with struggles in their relationship, and they took all that with them. So if I were you, I would just move on. It's not your problem anymore, and that's the best thing that could have happened. So a few other girls sent in questions on the body hair topic. One of them was the best way to shave down there. One shaving tip, if shaving is the route that you want to go down, I would make sure that you shave like when your hair is fully grown out. Wait for your hair to fully grow out, shave, and then don't like mess with it again until like it's completely grown out again. And that could be really frustrating, and that's kind of like how I started to develop razor burns, was because I wouldn't be patient enough and I like wanted to get rid of the hair again. So I would just like wait for it to grow out again. I don't know about you guys, but I don't use shaving cream. Like, I feel like I like to shave with conditioner better than shaving cream. It just like does better for me, and it's more moisturizing, and I don't know, I stopped using shaving cream years ago. So that's another tip. That's something that I do. This girl said, how to deal with a breakup. My engagement fell apart this year. I'm so sorry, because dealing with breakups, That's probably one of the hardest things to go through, especially if you're engaged and you pictured your life going a certain way and it's not ending up the way that you wanted it to. Understand and be truthful with yourself about what type of like coping strategy is best for you to get over something. Are you the type of person that you like want to talk about it? Like you want someone like a best friend, a sister that you can talk about it with, you can talk out like all of the things that you want to talk about? Or are you the type of person that you want to spend time with your best friend or your sister and you want to talk about anything else but that to distract you from the situation? So that's one thing. And another thing is just time. Like time, people say that like time is the best thing to, you know, get over a breakup, but it's so true. And I feel like when you're going through that, you feel like you'll never get over something. You'll never, you know, get out of this rut. You'll never like be as happy as you once were. But if you were happy before this person, you will be happy after this person. You know, some people spend like so much energy into someone and they lose who they are as a person. And you know, it's devastating because you lose, when you're out of that situation, you realize like I lost more of myself than anything. And another thing I think about is like being single, you have all the right to be as selfish as you want in this life. Like do everything that makes you happy, you know, do everything for yourself. Like this is the time in your life where you can do everything to make yourself happy, spoil yourself, focus on you. And I feel like that's what you have to do to, you know, better yourself as a person. And I also feel like no matter what, you will know what you want in a person after a breakup. Like you gained things from that relationship and you move on and you know what you want. I'm 29 and have been with my boyfriend for 4 years. I don't want to pressure, but want the ring already. She put a ring emoji. Then she said, how do I speed this up? Okay, so I wish she would have given more information about like what this guy is and what he like does and where his life's at right now. Because let's say this guy is still in school. So if your boyfriend is still in school and he's like, you know, not financially stable yet, maybe that's a reason why he doesn't want to propose yet, because he thinks like, I don't have anything to offer her yet. But if he is, you know, working a steady job, he is like financially stable, he has a good career, then the question is like, why doesn't he want to commit? If you've been together for 4 years, is he just like comfortable with where you are? And I feel like some guys just need a little push, like they need a push in the right direction. I wouldn't say like give him a timeline, but you know, you have to talk about those things, and I'm sure you have if you've been together for 4 years. So figure out what the thing is that's holding him back. I have a boyfriend and he treats me like a queen, but I've started talking to a new boy. Do I stick with my boy or... Okay, so technically you're cheating on your boyfriend. So you have a boyfriend, he treats you great, but you started talking to a new boy. And that is just not okay. Like, if you have a guy and he treats you amazing, I can't wrap my mind around why someone would start talking to someone else during a relationship. And you have to think like, how would you feel if your boyfriend did that to you? Are you just not ready to be in a relationship, or you just are like always looking for the next best thing? I think you probably need to cut it off with one of them, and then if it's the new guy that you cut it off with, you need to be honest with your boyfriend, because that's just not fair to him. Thoughts on birth control? Should your partner have a say in which you choose? I do not think that your partner, if you're a woman, I don't think that your man should have a say in what birth control you choose to use, because that is such a personal choice. There are so many different options when it comes to birth control, and you know, you have to do what is the best decision for you and your body. I do not think birth control should be anyone else's decision but yours. Okay, this is a good one. She says, my partner keeps liking other girls' pictures. like on social media, bikinis, etc. I've brought it up a few times, but he says I'm being insecure. How do I deal with this? Is this just a me problem? Comment down below if you would be okay with your significant other liking other girls' pictures on Instagram. I would not be okay with that at all. Not because, well, she said they're specifically bikini pictures. So I think it depends on what type of picture it is. Like if this is your significant other's friend and it's just like a picture of her, like you know that person is friends with him, like okay. But if it's like a bikini picture and you tell him that bothers you and he's like, you're just being insecure, like you're obviously making her insecure because you're like looking at other girls' bodies. It's not the fact of liking a picture, it's that you're looking at that and you are physically liking it. So I know that that's what you like. So that's what's making me insecure. So no, that's not a you problem. Like any girl I think would not be okay with that. Thoughts on husband having a best friend, which is a female. A few girls I know go through this. Okay, so a lot of girls are talking about the topic of guys having girlfriends. And okay, this is how I view it. Is like if your husband has a friend who is a girl, like a best friend, does he like go out and do things with just the two of them, or is he very open into like, this is my wife, you know, like all of y'all doing things together, like going out in a group? Like I don't know, I think it depends on their relationship. If you're friends with the girl also, then like that's great. Like I think that's completely normal. But if like he has this like best friend and he's like, no, I'm going to hang out with her today, then that's weird. How can I get over the fact that my boyfriend has had past girlfriends? So I think you can only think about it like that was them before they met you. Like that's their past. If they left it in the past and they didn't bring any of that baggage like into the relationship, then, you know, I don't think there's a problem, because that past made them who they are today, and they wouldn't be with you. You know, they probably wouldn't be with you if like that stuff hadn't happened. So, you know, that makes someone who they are. And you know, the way I look at it, as everybody has a past, like you can't control that, and you can't be in a relationship with someone and continue to think about who they've been with in the past, because they're with you. If all their attention is on you, then it's something you kind of just have to like accept, and accept that they love you and they haven't brought any of that into your relationship. Giving someone younger than me a chance. So hard for me to grasp onto that concept. I don't know. Okay, yes, I can totally relate, because Muhammad is 11 months younger than me, and that was the one thing that like held me back from getting to know him. I think it depends. It depends on where this person is in their life. You know, are they more mature for their age? Because that makes a huge difference, because I feel like the main thing that people deal with when someone is younger than them is like they're in a different stage of life. Maybe they aren't as established, they aren't as mature. So, you know, you have to think about like, is this person mature? Are they a hard worker? Like things like that, rather than just looking at their age. What actions did you take, places you went, etc., to meet potential guys to marry? Okay, so personally for me, when I was in college, I really made an effort to put myself out there and, you know, join different organizations. I joined Muslim Student Association, Arab Student Association. I was in a women's organization called Riley's, and I met like a ton of great girls. And I think one thing you have to think about is you don't have to put yourself out there necessarily to meet guys, because girls have brothers who have friends. So it really just like, that's what I was thinking. You know, I wasn't like going into it like, okay, I'm gonna join these organizations just to meet these guys. But that's a great way, like if you are still in school, to, you know, put yourself out there and joining organizations, you know, meeting other girls, you know, going to, if you are Muslim, going to a mosque or going to church, like meeting different people, to surround yourself with other people, because people know people. Feminine hygiene. How do you know you're doing it right? So let's talk about this for a little bit, because I talked about like when that person submitted the question on smelling good all day, but a few things that I wanted to tell you guys that I personally do is, one, when I'm in the shower, and I shampoo and wash my hair. I don't wash my hair like every single day. I wash my hair maybe like 3 times a week, and I shampoo my hair twice. And you have to make sure that when you're washing, like shampooing your hair, you're actually like shampooing your scalp, not just your hair. Like, I feel like having hair that smells good starts from your scalp, so you need to make sure when you're like washing your hair, wash your scalp and make sure you get your hands like on your actual head. I have like this little scalp massager that I use in the shower. I like part my hair into 2 sections. I get it wet, I like shampoo my hair, and then like actually like scrub my scalp, and I'll like shampoo my hair again, because like if your scalp doesn't smell good, then your hair won't smell good. So that's like a big hygiene tip of mine. Thank you guys so much to everyone who submitted something for this girl talk. If you guys like this, I really do want to make this a series, bring in a sister, a friend, a sister-in-law to kind of talk about these things with me. I think it would be more fun to like have a conversation with someone and talk about the scenarios that you guys send in. Please let me know if you guys want me to continue this. I love you guys so much. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.